welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense is on the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the catch. It's dribbling. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Tulane's offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Gordon. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4.
Breaks into the open. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got it behind the line. It's Bohannon. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, better look out. Gets it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
That's caught. It's dribbling. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Wallace. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught over the middle, it's Wallace. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets enough. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
He'll do it himself. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Preston. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That fumble in Russ territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Rebels are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he added the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab near the marker. It's Reed. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann. So big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, Davey. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Bohannon. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Preston. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Rides the back on the option to give.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Preston. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. No chance to run, but still a good game. They'll go hurry up here. Wants to fire on second down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Got room on the return. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Jukes his way for more. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Stribling. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The official says no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Hayes. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 45 on its way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll go back to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run this play from the pistol. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Tulane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Across the 25. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 32 over Kent State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Turner.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
The sure hands, it's Bohanna. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Using his legs, it's Gordon. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now on the option. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Lee. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Stribling. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a gap. It's Diggs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's in open space downfield. It's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Makes makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work his way down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Dead center, perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Finds his man. It's Preston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. A strike downfield. He's loose on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll move the tight end. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bohannon. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, it's Watkins.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams